Happy New Year! 新年快乐！恭喜发财! Hello, students. I'm Mr. Magic. 你好，我是你的老师，教你英文、中文。New Year, Chinese New Year, also called the Spring Festival. Spring Festival, very interesting. The Chinese New Year. Let's see. 中秋节, no, that's not right. 春节快乐. All right, you guys. Today we're going to talk about some cool American slang. First, I'll mention a new year, happy year of the rat. And look, I got a new haircut and a new shave. What do you guys think? Thumbs up on the shave or what? So, happy, we're going to say Chinese New Year. Remember, we shorten everything. Sorry. We shorten everything. So we just say happy CNY. CNY, Chinese New Year. Sort of like we say, I'm from NYC instead of New York City. Happy Chinese New Year. All right. Now, when you meet, usually in China, when you meet, you say ni hao, right? Everyone knows that. Ni hao. Ni hao ma, ting hao. Ni ne? Used to be when you met, you would say, Ni chilama, ni chilama, have you eaten? Ni chilama, have you eaten? Which is very polite. You want to know if someone, how you doing? How you really doing? Can I help you? Is the question they're asking. So, except on C and Y, Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year, we say, Gong xi fa cai. Gong xi fa cai. Everybody say Gong xi fa cai. And that's like a question. Are you ready for the prosperous new chance, new hope? And then it's an answer. There's Gong xi fa cai, and then the answer, Hong bao nar lai. Of course, elder, help me. Help me with some red packet. And the red packet can be full of knowledge, money. How do we say money? Money, dough, bucks, greenbacks, dosh. Hit me with the paper, man. Benjamins. People like to say that now. Benjamins, because the $100 bill in America, it has Benjamin Franklin on it. So Benjamin. So the red packet, hongbao, uh, maybe has some dough in it, maybe has some bread, maybe has some money, more problems. Maybe has some Benjamins, bucks. Give me $5, give me $10, give me $20. Maybe it just has some candy for the kids, or maybe has some knowledge. We want to share the knowledge. So today I'm going to talk about Chinese New Year and how to explain it to somebody. So there are 12 years in the Chinese zodiac calendar. 12 years. 12 years. Right? 12 years. 12 years. 12 years. 12 years. Let's see. Yeah, and there's lots of. And so there was a race. Beginning of time. Let's go back. All the way back. Once upon a time. Long, long ago. In a galaxy far, far away. There was the Jade Emperor. The Jade Emperor. So he had actually 13 animals because he used to include the cat. But the rat tricked him into sleeping, missing it. Oh no, the pussycat. Oh, the feline, the kitty, empty. The cat. Baby cats are called kitties, right? The kitties were tricked by the cats. So they didn't even get to be in the contest. They missed it. So the Jade Emperor said, Ni hao, ni chilama. We want to have a race to see who is the fastest, to see who will go first and teach these humans. Because these animals are teaching us and becoming part of us. So all the animals started in their own way. Like the dragon, he's like, I'm gonna win, so I might as well rest. Right? Sounds familiar, like the tortoise and the hare, right? Also, the snake, he went and he was like, he scared the horse. So the horse said, "You first." Of course, he didn't. Horses are scared of snakes; they don't want to get bit. In the back of the pack, the front of the pack, of course, the ox, very early, left early in the morning, did a hard job, hard work, working hard. Like today's Monday, oxes love Mondays. We can get lots of things done, right? So the ox was like the first one to leave 3 months before everybody else. Oh, I've been working, working, working. Then in the end of the pack, there's like the dog, the monkey, the chicken. They're having fun, right? They're they're just playing around together, learning how to be nice to each other. They don't want to fight for the front. They want to help each other in the back. And the rabbit's pretty fast. Tried to get up there, and but the dragon, when it finally did wake up, wow, it got up there quick, but it wasn't enough because it overslept. Dragons love to sleep. Even if you watch my favorite, The Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, right? They got dragons and stuff. So, yeah, but here's something interesting. Dragons in Chinese, long, they don't have wings, no wings. So you can tell if a dragon is Chinese, if it has wings, it's not dragon. But they can still fly. They just don't need wings to fly. So Western dragons have wings. They're more dinosaur-like. Chinese dragons, I think it's because Western dragons are creatures and Chinese or Asian dragons tend to be spirits, like the spirit of the wind. Dragon is the spirit of the long, is the wind, or a river. Long, maybe the river, but sometimes the rivers overflow and flood. That is the fierce power of the dragon. Give me the dragon's breath. Ananatra, utras betho, deknaktian me, aknaktian me, daknaktian me, ananatra. That's a spell called the dragon's breath. From my favorite or second favorite movie, Excalibur. John Borman. All right. So the dragon was woken up and it got, for the first few, it got up there, but the ox was working so hard. It started 3 months. The Neo was working so hard, so hard. And when it finally came to the finish line, it knew, oh, I worked so hard, I'm going to win. And it came right to the finish line, but then something moved. In fact, the rat had gotten a free ride on the ox the whole time, hidden in the hair. And it jumped off just at the last second to win the race. So the nose of the rat who had a free ride, who was calm, collected, the Laoshu, rat or mouse, was very calm. Oh, Laoshu. And it was smart. It didn't overreact, didn't get crazy, but at the end, it knew when to act. And it had a little effort. It won the race of the 12 zodiac animals. Number one, Lao Shu Di, Lao Shu Di. And I think it's interesting because Lao Shu, rat, sounds like teacher, Lao Shi. So let's make this the Lao Shu Lao Shi Nian. Lao Shu Lao Shi. Lao Shu Lao Shi. Teacher. And then the other 12 came into place. Let's see if we can name all 12. We know that there's a rat. We know that there's a ox, Lao Shu, Niu. We know tiger, Lao Hu. We know that there's a dragon, Long. We know that there's a snake, Shi, a horse, Ma, a sheep, Yang, a rabbit, 兔子. Let's see. We know that there's a dog, go. A monkey, 猴子. We know that there's a chicken, 鸡. Gongji. Gongji, they use rooster or cock, the English. But in America, cock is a bad word. A boy's, so we just say rooster. And let's see the last one. Let's see, what did I get? What is that last one? What are you gonna do? Let's see. I said sheep, yang, some other creature. I'll try to think of it. But the 12 animals, and each animal has. Oh, did I say pig? Probably pig. Zhu, right? Zhu very prosperous. The pig, uh, but they eat the most pork in China. They eat too much. So much pork. I don't eat pork myself. I don't like it, but they love it. They love it so much in China. And we say, when in Rome, do as the Romans. So when in China, do as the Chinese do. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. So this goes back to when you go to somebody's house. Maybe they ask you to take your shoes off. This is their rules. I always respect other people's rules. This is my rule, but you respect my rule. When you come to my house, I say, maybe say no hats, or I say you gotta, smile, whatever the rule is. No alcohol or only alcohol, whatever your rule is. I respect your rule because when in Rome, do as the Romans do. When in China, do as the Chinese do. Celebrate the Chinese New Year. When you meet somebody, ni hao, ni chi le ma, unless it's the New Year. The New Year, gong qi fa cai, hong bao na lai. And that's Mandarin Chinese, not Cantonese. Cantonese is like gong qi fa choi. But now we're all learning Mandarin and English. These two languages, number one place. So gong qi fa cai, hong bao just have taken on our lie, right? So that's the story. And they say the zodiac, each year a new animal takes over. And any person born in that year. And remember, it's not January 1st. That's because that's the calendar. It's actually based on the lunar calendar, the moon, the calendar of the moon. So if you're born in from January to February, it might be different. You might be a different animal than you think. Like you might think you're one animal, then you better check it because some years the lunar calendar doesn't change till the end of February or April, or for May, or, not May, but March probably. Sometimes it's really early, end of December, early January. So you got to check. In China, it's important. If you want to go out with a girlfriend, we like girlfriends and boyfriends. We want to make sure we're a match. But some zodiacs just don't match together well. They don't go. The snake and the horse doesn't go together. And if I was a snake and the girl was a horse, she would say, "No, I can't even try because we're not a good match." Right? A good match. So you can use that though. If you have a good match with somebody, that will help you. Maybe you need a reason to talk to them more. Oh, tell me about if I'm a good match with you. Or you could say, what's the best match for your animal? You know, and you can pretend to be a different animal. Then that's up to you. If you want, if you really need some help, we all need some help sometime. So also they say there's a story behind it, and to know that you got to understand that the Spring Festival Chunjie is not just the New Year. It's also like Christmas and Halloween. So it's like three holidays together. And it also takes usually 7 to 9 days. So that makes sense because usually Christmas is like 3 days, New Year's is like 2 or 3 days, and Halloween could be a few days. So that makes more sense. They usually go for 9 days for the CNY, right? CNY, Chinese New Year. The CNY goes for 9 days. Wow. It takes a while. They also talk about another story, and it's Xinnian, right? Nian. They use that word for year, but it's also the name of a monster. And a monster comes up sort of like Halloween. The bad monsters come, and the only way to get rid of them is to scare them away. So in the West, for Halloween, we put on scary masks, rawr, scare away the ghosts, scare away the evil spirits, or just the bad, bad thoughts. In China, they use bianpao, or fireworks, firecrackers. They say this scares away the demons. So that's why they like fireworks. They don't like fireworks. They love fireworks. If you ask a Chinese person, do you like fireworks? They'll say, no, I don't like fireworks. I love fireworks. And I was there for 2022 spring festivals. Each year it just kept growing until 3 a.m. And they would hit my window. They were everywhere. Outside, I would see sometimes trees caught on fire because there were so many Bienpao fireworks. So many. I would see guys do the thing where they scoop up ashes, throw them in the air, scoop up fireworks and throw them in the air to get extra height. Everybody was into it, and they're so proud. Yeah, yeah, we made noodles. We made fireworks. Yeah, we made fireworks. Imagine that. I was proud because we made we made a Halloween. When I went there, I got to be the first one to show kids how to enjoy Halloween. That was a gift because they relate Halloween to me. Some of the kids thought I made it up. I brought it to them, which was far away in their little villages, but uh, they always remember me. And if I want you to remember me through something, Halloween is one of the best things. Oh, it's so creative, and you could do something new every year. You could do it with a friend. You could do a costume. You could do it with a lover, with a girlfriend. Another good way to help a girlfriend or boyfriend. Maybe you like somebody. Say, how about we make a costume for Halloween? New Year's in China, CNY. You can also dress up. You can so it's sort of like Halloween as well as Christmas and New Year, right? So you can get dressed up for CNY. You could dress up as, uh, there's a baby time, the same as old man time. There's a certain people from the stories. You could dress up as your animal, especially if it's that animal year. Also, if it's your year, let's say, because this is 2020, it's the year the rat just turned in the lunar calendar. If you are if you are a rat, if you're 12, 24, anything by 12, 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, you know what I'm saying, 72, then you should wear red underneath. You can wear it underneath. I got some. Okay. You can wear a bracelet, but every Chinese person, they really believe in this superstition. Superstition. But even just believing it affects you and how other people react to you. And so if you wear lots of red, maybe they'll ask, oh, is it your Bung Ming Nian? Is it your year, your animal year? Bung Ming Nian. Nian is a year word again. We're hearing that. Bung Ming Nian. Is that your year? Bung Ming Nian. That's my year. Right? So you should wear red. They also say it's bad luck to get married during your year. Even if normally you fit with another animal, they say during your year you should just focus on fortune. You should just focus on that. Even though love is an important fortune to me, but I didn't get married in my year because it's important. When in Rome, do as Romans do. When in China, do as Chinese people do. Right? All right. 新年快乐，恭喜发财，红包拿来。I hope you guys learned a lot about my mustache and shaved beard and my haircut. No, hope you learned a lot about the New Year, Chinese New Year, and the 12 zodiac animals, including the pig. I guess I'd forgotten. Um, and the cat is trying to be the third number 13, but I guess number 13 is bad luck some places too. So you know that there's no 13th floor and lots of like in the US and Canada and England. But in China, there's no number 4 because that's the sound has the bad luck, right? And there's no 14 and stuff. So every place has their own superstitions. After the New Year, I'll talk to you about the superstitions. It's not good to talk about too many superstitions during the superstitious time. So Chinese New Year, CNY. That's you'll see that everywhere. CNY. And Happy Year of the Rat. It sounds like teacher, 老师, but rat is 老鼠,老鼠,老鼠,老鼠. 老鼠年快乐. Happy Year of the Rat. 老鼠年快乐. 老鼠的人很安静. Rats are very peaceful. 他们想一想. They're very thoughtful. Yeah, 他们会等, and they are calm and can wait for the proper time. So, something you've been waiting for, now is the time if you are a 老鼠. 新年快乐,恭喜发财,红包拿来. All right, guys, I hope you send some comments and tell me what animal are you? And if you are a 老鼠 rat, will you wear red this year? Because when in Rome,